Alrighty, we got some breaking news here on the channel. You're watching Giants Now by Chat Sports. I am your host, Marshall Green. Not at the studio today, but at the crib, and wanted to get you guys an update on the breaking news as a couple of Giants have been ruled out for tomorrow's game against the San Francisco 49ers. Saquon Barkley, he will not play as he is dealing with that ankle injury. Brian Daboll hinted at the idea that he could play on Tuesday afternoon, but he has been ruled out on Wednesday afternoon. Ben Breida left the game on Sunday with a concussion. He is not going to play. And then two shockers as well. Azeez Ojulari and Andrew Thomas are also going to be out for the game this Thursday. And that's pretty unfortunate if you ask me. Azeez Ojulari hurt himself last Wednesday in practice with a hamstring injury, and he's now already missed 2 games. Andrew Thomas, he hurt himself with a hamstring injury last Sunday against the Dallas Cowboys on that pick six, drop, pop in the air, fumble, whatever you want to call it. Saquon Barkley that got returned for a touchdown. He hurt his hamstring on that. Now he is going to be out. So no Andrew Thomas, no Azeez Ojulari, no Saquon Barkley, and no Ben Breida. This is why you subscribe to the channel, though, because no matter where we are, no matter what we're doing, we're stop, dropping, and rolling to get you guys the latest Giants news and rumors. So go down right now, hit that big red button, subscribe to Giants Now, shoot, sub for Giants dubs. Why not us tomorrow night? Nobody believes in us. Let's shock the world. It's unfortunate, man. I mean, look, injuries are a part of football. It just seems like the injury gods are never nice to the New York Giants. We probably all knew that Saquon Barkley was not going to play. Even when Brian Daboll said yesterday that he's not ready to rule him out, I went and made you guys a video and told you I still don't believe that he was going to end up playing week 3. Never thought Ben Breida really had a chance as well, coming back from a concussion on a short week. You know, you got to beat concussion protocol, and he was unable to do so, and I hope that's the best case scenario for him. Hopefully he can get in a better spot. Head injuries are always scary, and I'm hoping the best for Ben Breida. For Andrew Thomas, you know, it's unfortunate. It really, really is. He's the best player on this football team. The Giants just made him, the second highest paid player on this team, maybe the third highest. Him and Dexter Lawrence, I think, were relatively close behind Daniel Jones, but when you're playing a team like the San Francisco 49ers, who I believe have 3 players inside the top 15 of pass rush win rates, it's going to be tough. And it's absolutely going to be tough without number 78 Andrew Thomas, potentially the second best left tackle in the National Football League. So now you're going to see probably the same O-line that you saw close the game against the Arizona Cardinals. That's Joshua Ezeudu, second-year player. Top 75 pick, though, at the left tackle spot. I'm expecting to see Mark Lewinsky once again at that left guard spot. John Michael Schmitz at the center spot. You're going to get Marcus McKeithen once again at that right guard spot. And you're going to get Evan Neal at the right tackle spot. And I'll tell you this much. Nick Bosa, Armstead, Drake Jackson, all the dogs that the San Francisco 49ers have up front, we are going to get a good idea, and we're going to get a good understanding of how good this young offensive linemen are, how good they are as a group, and how good they are individually. Evan Neal is going to have his biggest task since week 1. Oh, Evan Neal. Look, I thought he played good against the Arizona Cardinals. Decent is probably the word. I thought he was decent against the Cardinals. We know he struggled in week 1. We're going to see what he's like in week 2, matching up against Nick Bosa. Going to be a good test for him, going to be a litmus test. Look, I don't expect him to win that matchup, but I also am expecting him not to get embarrassed. Because at this point, you're a top 7 pick. You would have been a top 5 pick, but the way Joe Shane played the draft, he had you falling to 7. Could have took you at 5 as well. A lot of people had you as the number 1 player on their board in that 22 draft class. The Dallas Cowboys had Evan Neal number 1. It's time for him to start playing like that. Am I expecting him to shut down, stop, and eliminate the threat of Nick Bosa? No, I am not. But I'm not expecting him to get absolutely beat, dusted, and dominated like he has been, honestly, by the Dallas Cowboys in the first 2 games that he played them. He did not play in that Thursday game last year on Thanksgiving. So only 2 games versus the Cowboys, but he has not been good in either one of those. It's unfortunate, man. Really, really is. Andrew Thomas not going to play. Sucks. Give me your one-word reaction to the injury news down in the comment section right now. I want to hear from you guys. I actually got to edit this tweet I just put out there. I don't even know if you can do that. I didn't include Andrew Thomas is out, but he is. Andrew Thomas, he is out as well. Give me your one-word reaction, though. Go in the comment section. Your one-word reaction to the injury news down in the comment section right now. Shit. That's about all I got right now. We knew this was going to be a tough game for the Giants. They entered this game as 10.5-point underdogs, and I'm actually going to see if that spread has changed right now. Not sure if it has, but with the news that a couple of the Giants' best players are out, there's potential that it could change. It's actually gone from 10.5 to 10, so some people are putting some money on the Giants to cover. Look, I don't really ever pick against the Giants because I always believe in them, and I know people are going to be like, you got to believe in them. You got to be a fan, but it's also my job to be objective and tell you guys how I honestly feel. I don't feel good about tomorrow night. I really, really don't. The strengths of the San Francisco 49ers are kind of the downfalls for the Giants. They're dominant in the trenches. Giants really aren't. They have a lot of playmakers. At tight end, George Kittle. Running back, Christian McCaffrey. Deebo Samuel. Brandon Ayuk, who is a game-time decision as well. Giants are very young on the boundary on defense. They're young at corner. Trey Hawkins, Deontay Banks. While I thought they've looked good in the first 2 games of the season, they're still rookies, and one of them is a 6th-round pick. But we're going to see how good these young guys are. They're going to have tough tasks. Deebo Samuel, one of the most explosive players in the National Football League. Brandon Ayuk, I think, is one of the most underrated, just technically sound receivers. His route running ability is top tier. He gets in and out of his cuts just as fast as anybody else, and he's got a high IQ. He knows when to sit it down, and he knows when to break it off, and he's a great zone beater as well as man beater. It's going to be a tough task for the Giants. Can they win? Yes. Will they win? I think is a different question. If you had to ask me, no, I don't think the Giants are going to beat the San Francisco 49ers. And I don't want to be a Debbie Downer. I don't want to be that guy. I want to be proved wrong. So if they are, please, tell me I was wrong. I'm not giving up on this team. It's just my job to be objective. And I don't think that the 49ers are a good matchup for the New York Giants. How do you beat them? Play smart. Don't beat yourself. Win the turnover battle. Create chaos. Put them in a bad spot. Control the clock. Control the field position. Do all the little things. When you're the underdog, you got to do the little things. And right now, that's what the Giants are. They enter Thursday night as 10-point dogs. Can Brian Daboll coach this team to get it done? Absolutely. He's going to need some help. Number 8, Daniel Jones. Paid you $40 million. $160 million. These are the type of games that you got to go do it. It was nice the second half comeback versus the Cardinals, but can I see it against a good team? I think everyone would agree. You didn't look good against the Cowboys. Not all your fault. Offensive line was awful, but you left some plays on the table. We broke those down here on the channel. Looked great in that second half. Can I see a good performance from DJ against the Cardinals? Alrighty, just wanted to get you guys the latest injury news. Saquon Barkley, Andrew Thomas, Azeez Ojulari, Ben Breida are out. Wan'Dale Robinson is questionable, as well as Micah McFadden, so you may see the season debut for second-round pick Wan'Dale Robinson. If any more news or rumors come out, we'll keep you guys up to date. So like I said, hit that sub button, and let's go Giants.